okay, what was your high school career like?
I was playing basketball and shit.
Okay.
I remember getting, like, I tore my ACL in 9th grade. I never really got back on the team, so I was selling weed to my teammates and shit. Like, I remember that shit. Like.
When did you start selling weed? Because that's like a huge focus in a lot of your music. I realized, like, oh, he really sold weed. All right.
Probably like 10th grade.
Right.
Probably like 10th grade, I started selling weed for real. I remember 9th grade, one of my partners, rest in peace, Tilo, he was selling weed. And, I used to be telling him, like, man, you tripping, bro. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, and then 10th grade, I remember I started selling weed. He called me like, man, he telling me you out here selling weed, man. What you doing? I'm like, man.
Did it feel like you were doing like a serious crime though at that time, or did it feel like it was kind of whatever?
For sure, it was a serious crime. For sure, because I mean, I'm young, but I was selling pounds and shit. Like, I was bringing weed in school and shit. Like, that's not supposed to be happening.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even just the weed stinking through your backpack, that's got to be a problem.
Nah, I had this little jaw thing, man. I had the no smell jaw.
Right. Where were you getting it from?
One of my homies' stepdaddy.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my homies' stepdaddy.
He had a little operation going, and you were like, I got to get in here?
Yeah, it was there. I remember when my first thing I ever sold, it was me and my best friend Z. We sold a half, 14 grams. And he sold a 7, I sold a 7. But we had to re-up with 100 of these dollars, so we split $40. Here, you get 20, I get 20. Nah, for real, I remember that shit.
Was there a
Hustling
moment there?
for nothing.
Yeah, you're like
hustling hard.
I'm taking too
nothing.
much risk to be making nothing off this shit.
Facts.
Damn. So like that, you're talking about it like it's a real broke city, but there's definitely people still trying to cop some weed.
Nah, for sure. That's why they broke. Trying to cop weed. For sure.
There's a lot of people who are in that situation, or even like, you know, you'll hear rappers like after they fall off talking about their weed consumption and just they clearly like regret it so much that they just blew through such huge amounts of money on it.
Nah, facts though.
But were you smoking weed at the same time back then?
Nah, I ain't smoke weed. That's why I was a good hustler though. My partner in the smoke, I used to be telling him like, bro, you know, if you stop smoking, we gonna get rich off this, like for real.
Right.
But they wanted to smoke. I was the only one that ain't smoke.
Damn. So
all of them smoke.
You think that was important to you being successful in that world?
For sure. It don't make no sense to smoke and sell something you smoking.
Yeah.
Because you looking at it like, man, it's just a gram. I'm going to just hit a gram out of it.
Right.
That's $10, bro. Like, that's how I was looking at it. Like, bro, you blowing me. Like, you smoking a half a day.
Right.
Smoking a 7. That's $50.
It's crazy when I see somebody, like, smoking, like, many, many blunts per day, and I know they're broke as fuck. And I'm just like, this is what you fucking chose to do with your money?
For real, bro. That's like a broke nigga always got on designer.
You see a lot of that?
Nah, for sure. Well, I don't know if a nigga broke. I don't know nigga situation, but I see a lot of these niggas with designer, and I don't think they got it like that.
No, definitely. Yeah, I would see people with, like when I had the store on Melrose, I would see people were coming in with Gucci belts, and I'd just be looking at them like, you do not have $500 to be spending on that shit.
Man, what, bro? I don't even got it like that, and I got it like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But see, that is the thing, is that somebody like you who's a rapper and you got to have a new outfit in every video, and every time you go to a club, you got to be looking different. You got to have new jewelry every so often, whatever. And then like normal people start to think like, oh, that's what it means to be successful. If I want to be successful, then I got to basically live the same life that he's living.
Nah, thanks though. I might start selling my clothes though. It makes no sense to keep this shit.
I've thought about that.
Nah,
but
you don't want niggas to think you fell off though, huh?
Well, it's more like if I get a package of like 10 hoodies from some brand and I wear each of them once, or like I wear like half of them once, and then I'm like, well, I just want to get rid of this shit. I'll just give it to the office and just give it out to everybody who works here and shit, because I feel kind of weird starting up like a little online store to sell shit that people just gave to me.
Man, listen, bro. Oh yeah, see, that's different.
You're talking about the designer. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, see, I seen Kim Kardashian do it.
And I did too. And I thought like, oh, do I really think I'm too good for this if Kim's doing it?
She doing it. I'm not too good for this. I might sell this motherfucker. Nobody thinks she broke.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fucking celebrities doing it. No, the craziest one I seen is there's this YouTuber named Emma Chamberlain, and she had it on her web store that if you pay her $10,000, she will write you a nice DM.
That's smart.
All right, so you see it. We just hit 500K. And you know what that means? That means you gotta subscribe and get us to 600K, because we are dangerously close to 666K. Let's go.